Hey folks, Maverick Indicators here. All right, so we're gonna do something super fun today. I've done this one other time and I think it's like our most viewed videos and one of the videos I got the most emails about. We're gonna actually automate some of our indicators today, meaning that I wanna show you how powerful the Maverick indicators are, that we're gonna automate a strategy that actually stacks the odds against the indicators. And we're going to use this strategy. We're going to take trades at the open of every single day this week. We're not going to skip a day. We're not going to cherry pick a day. We're not going to do anything like that. We're going to build some simple rules that we follow as traders using the Maverick indicators. You guys see me doing it every single day. Go back in my YouTube channel. And we're going to take some of these elements and then we're going to stack the odds against us. We're going to use a crazy, stupid risk to reward. We're going to trade at a very volatile time. And I want to show you how amazing these indicators are. Okay, so we're not going to do manually trading. We're going to automate this to show the power even if the odds are stacked against it, okay? So I'll walk you through, if you're unfamiliar with our indicators, I'll walk you through in a minute like what each thing means in 2 minutes or less. And then we're gonna go every single day, Monday through Friday, I'm going to show you how even if we stack the odds against these indicators, how we can still crush it, okay? All right, so here are the rules to what we're about to do. All right, so here are the rules. So we're going to automate a strategy using our indicators so that we are going to be trading the market open. Now, we're going to be trading from 9:31 to 9:50 a.m. So why 9:31 and why not 9:30? Well, you guys know, no matter what, we're going to stack the odds against these indicators, but no matter what, I would never trade that first minute of market open like that. You're just asking for all the wrong stuff, right? There's huge wicks. The first candle of market open, that first minute, forget about it. It's insane. So we're going to skip that, 9:31, and we're going to trade till 9:50 a.m. We're actually going to be trading gold futures. But what I want to say here is that our indicators, not only do they work on NinjaTrader and TradingView, okay? They work on NinjaTrader and TradingView, but they also work on whether you're trading futures, whether you're trading crypto, whether you're trading stocks, whether you're trading Forex, like whatever you're trading, our indicators work on those charts, okay? So we're gonna be trading gold futures. I'm gonna really stack the odds against these indicators. So if you've been trading longer than a week, you know, and hopefully you've learned, that you need a proper risk to reward, meaning you usually want to go for like 2 times profit, 1 risk, or you want to profit 3x versus 1 risk. So that way, if you lose a trade, let's say you win 3 trades in a row, if you lose 2 trades in a row, you're still making money. You're still profitable. Well, I'm going to stack the odds against these indicators. I'm actually going to do it the reverse. I'm going to look for a 10 tick profit and I'm going to put the stop loss at 30 ticks. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that I could win 2, 3, 4 trades in a row. But if I lose 2 trades in a row, I'm going to get massively wiped out. I mean, just like massively wiped out, okay? Because we're going to trade 2 contracts of gold, all right? And gold pays $10 per tick, all right? So we're going to go for a $100 win per contract, all right? But if I lose, I'm losing $300 per contract. So if I win 3 times in a row, I'm going to be up $300 per contract. But if I lose twice in a row after that, I'm going to be wiped out big time, like more so than what I made. So we're stacking the odds against these indicators. We're going to be using the 2-minute Heikin-Ashi candles, okay? Why the 2-minute Heikin-Ashi candles? Well, you guys know I love trading on the 1-minute Heikin-Ashi candle and the 5-minute regular candle. The reason I'm using the 2-minute is because I don't like to trade the first and the last minute of a 5-minute turn. If that's unfamiliar to you, go back and watch my videos. I feel like I say it in every video. Most instruments, whether it's gold, whether it's ES, whether it's NQ, whether it's, I can name it on and on stocks. The last minute and the first minute of a 5-minute candle, a lot of times there's so much volatility there because this is automated trading. I'm automating the strategy. You're going to see I cannot intervene. I can't touch it. It's just going to do its thing. Is to use a 2-minute Heikin-Ashi candle. So no big deal there. And what we're going to do is I'm going to use 3 elements. I'm only going to use 3 elements that we look for to take a trade from the Maverick indicators, meaning we have multiple indicators on our screen. This is the Maverick radar right now. You can go back and watch the video from yesterday. I go into the Maverick radar. It literally does all the work for us, looks for all the elements that we're looking for in a trade and gives it a grade and just gives you a big alert so you know when to get in to a trade. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements essentially that we look for to take a trade. I'm only going to use 3 of those elements. Okay, so I'm really stacking the odds against us. Number 1, I am going to be trading at the highest volatile time on the market. Number 2, I am doing all the wrong things as far as take profit and stop loss. You will never be a profitable trader if you are risking 3x what you're looking to make. Like, that's just insane. So you'll get wiped out in a couple of days. So I'm doing all the wrong thing there. We're using 2-minute Heikin-Ashi candles, and I'm only using 3 of the 5 qualifiers we look for an A+ setup. Okay, so let me walk you through really quickly the 3 elements we're going to be looking at. And then let's trade the open Monday through Friday. We're not going to cherry pick. We're not going to just do Monday and Tuesday sucks. So we're going to skip Tuesday and then we're going to do Wednesday and then maybe Thursday was really hard. No, we're going to do Monday through Friday. It's automated strategy. So I can't change the rules. We're going to stick to these things. I can't intervene. And let's see how we do. Okay, so the rules are simple. We're going to look for 3 elements, okay? 3 elements. And these are 3 of the 5 elements we look for when we're trading. The first one is price needs to be above this blue line for a long and below the blue line for a short. Okay, this is the Maverick guide, this blue line. And again, our indicators are available on NinjaTrader and TradingView. We're going to be using NinjaTrader today, but they're available on NinjaTrader and TradingView. All right, so element number 1, we love to go long when price is above the blue line. We love to go short when price is below the blue line. All right. The second thing that we're going to be looking at is the Maverick trender. This is one of our indicators down here that we love to use. When price is pegged to the top here, that means strength and momentum to the upside. It cannot go any further. We call these flat tops. Okay, it's pegged to the top. All right, when this is pegged to the top, this is showing massive strength and momentum to the upside because it's green. If it's red, that is to the downside, all right? So look at this move up, unbelievable. Your Maverick trender is pegged to the top the whole time, and you'll get this really cool uptrend label. Now, the market is closed right now, so this is just how the market closed with an uptrend, but you'll get an uptrend label. If the red is pegged, you'll get a downtrend label, and you can make this label as big as you want. And here's another example right here. So here's a downside example right here. So Maverick trender is pegged to the top right here, red line. And look at this thing just absolutely flush down. Okay, so price needs to be below. So for a short, price will need to be below the Maverick guide, this blue line. And then the Maverick trender needs to be pegged to the top. Okay, very, 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 very simple. Now our third element, going back to this long example, price needs to be above the blue line. Maverick trender needs to be firing to the upside. And by the way, this is not like a stochastic or RSI where it slowly goes up and slowly comes down. This thing is either at the top or it's at the bottom. When it's at the bottom, it means nothing, but there's no fake outs here, okay? So the third element, so price needs to be above the blue line. The Maverick trender needs to be firing to the upside for a long, And we need green or bright green candles. Green or bright green candles. Let me show you this. The Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data we're seeing underneath the hood. Okay, not price and direction. What does that mean? Gray is indecision or reversal candles. There's no data to the upside or the downside right here. Okay, it's just indecision. So we color the candles gray. Bright green, we like to say, if you see bright green, it might fly right off your screen because bright green is your strongest upside candle. Green is your second strongest upside data candle. Gray is obviously reversal right here. All right. So, and I'll show you some short examples, but this is coloring your candles to the data. So what does this tell us? This tells us that there's indecision, gray, bright green, massive buying data in the background. And look at it just fly right up. Well, these are green and these are going down. Yes, because your buying data is cooling off. Think of it like a heat map. Then you get gray reversal candles, okay? Then you start getting red candles, which is your second strongest downside candle. You see how it's telling you the story? Hey, there's indecision. It's going sideways. Oh, bright green candles, you better get in. Bright green is your strongest upside data candles. Oh, we're cooling off. Now you just have regular green. Oh, now gray. Tons of down confidence arrows, by the way. And you break below the Maverick guide and you start coming down. Let me show you like a good short example. Okay, here's a perfect short example. Hot pink is your strongest downside candle. We like to say, if you see pink, it will most likely sink. How amazing is it that you can see the data underneath the hood? Instead of just green and red candles, price and direction, up and down, you can see the data. So when you're going sideways and you start retracing a little bit, and you got this would be just sideways action, this right here. But you have pink and red candles. You know, and you're below the Maverick guide, you know, stay in. You're going sideways, yes, but there's still tons of data to the downside. You stay in, you survive it, and you get paid handsomely, okay? So red is your second strongest downside candle. Hot pink is your strongest downside candle. If you see pink, it will most likely sink, all right? Oh, this is a great example right here. You went from hot pink to red to gray to green to bright green. It told you the story the whole way, how the data is turning around. It's unbelievable. So again, for a long, price needs to be above the blue line. We need green or bright green candles, which is buying data candles. And then the Maverick trender needs to be pegged to the top of the panel. For a short, price needs to be below the blue line. We need red or hot pink candles, which is your strongest downside candles. And then your Maverick trender needs to be pegged to the top. All right? All right, so let me flash the rules really quickly one last time, and then we're going to take trades every single morning this week. We're going to trade from 9:31 a.m. to 9:50 a.m. We're going to use a terrible take profit to stop loss. We're going to look to make 10 ticks, and we are going to risk 30 ticks, which is just awful. But we're going to do it. We're going to stack the odds against us. We're going to use a 2-minute Heikin-Ashi candle, and we're only going to use 3 out of the 5 elements we look for when we are taking a trade. And again, if you have not seen the Maverick radar, golly, go back to yesterday's video. I think you're going to be pretty blown away on that. And it's on TradingView right now, and it's coming soon to NinjaTrader. But all our indicators, other than that one, work on both TradingView and NinjaTrader. All right, here we are. So market's about to open. This is Monday, the 2nd of February. So I'm going to play it at 10x speed because obviously we don't want to sit here for every single day for 20 minutes, right? So 2 minutes sounds a lot better. So I'm going to play it back at 2x speed, and we're just going to watch this thing do its thing. So as a reminder, for a long, price needs to be above the blue line. For a short, price needs to be below the blue line. Maverick trender needs to be firing to either green or red. And we need either, if we're going to go to the upside, we need a green or bright green candle. To the downside, we need a red or a hot pink candle. All right. So we're only using 3 of the 5 elements that we normally use. Boom. All right. So we just got our first win here. Green candle, price is above the blue line. Maverick trender firing. Just took our second win. Okay. Let me scooch this over. There you go. All right. So we just got our second win. Boom, third one. Let's go. Let's go. It's 9:38. We still have about 10 more minutes of trading here. And, but again, if I get one loss, I'm getting super wiped out. All right, $800. Beautiful. So we just, so we've won 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. 4 in a row here. We still have another, there's 5. Oh man, let's go. It's 9:43. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins. 9:43. Got about 6 minutes left to trade here. Looks like you're losing a little steam to the upside here. Now it's reversing. And price looks like now you got gray indecision or reversal candles. We're about to find out which one they are. All right, let's see here. And we have about 2 minutes left to trade. You got gray candles, so it's not going to take any trades on gray candles because those are indecision or reversal candles. You got about 30 seconds left. Maybe we'll take one to the downside if it fires. Nope. Okay, cool. So there's your Monday. We had, let's see here. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins, no losses. And again, just to recap, Maverick Trender was firing to the upside. Bulls are in control, but we're not even using this element. I just want to point that out. You had your second strongest upside candle, your second strongest data upside candle, which is green, and price is above the blue line. Remember, we like to go short when price is below this blue line, long when it's above it. Short, long, okay? So there we go. So Monday, it's a win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins, 0 losses, about $1,000. All right, so now let's do Tuesday, February 3rd. Again, we're not cherry picking. We're going to do every single morning this past week. We're not going to change the times or anything like that. We're going to do the exact same rules, the exact same indicator rules, the exact same times, the exact same profit stop loss on every single day. We're going to see how this thing shakes out, all right? So I'm going to play it on 10x speed so we don't have to sit here for 20 minutes. So here we go. Market's about to open, and we are good to trade at 9:31. So let's see here. Let's see how this goes. Maverick Trender is not firing either way right now. So you got gray candles. This is how beautiful this is. This would keep you out of these trades because you'd have gray candles and you would know to stay out of there. Okay. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Boom. Just got our first win. Beautiful. Got a weird fill. Didn't get maximum profit. That was a weird fill. I should get an extra $10 there. What the heck? All right, boom. We just got our second win. Maverick Trender is firing. Price is below the blue line, and you have red candles, which is your second strongest downside candle. All right. So we're 2 for 2 here. Boom. Oh, yeah. Let's go. All right, we just won our third one. You lost your Maverick Trender. So, gray candle, reversal or indecision. So you just lost your Maverick Trender. Price is starting to head up to the Maverick guide. So, so remember, to go short, we need to be below this blue line. To go long, we need to be above it. And we need a strong data candle, meaning either red or pink to the downside, green or bright green to the upside. So let's see how this goes. So, and isn't this beautiful right now? Now you're just chopping around and there's no guesswork. You don't have a Maverick Trender firing. You just have gray candles. When you see gray candles, you're just like, I'm good. I'm sitting on my hands, gray candles, nothing much going on. There's not a lot of data. Market's kind of in balance, okay? You're just sitting on your hands. This is what's beautiful. People go, how do you stay out of chop? I look for gray candles. I look for a flat Maverick guide. This blue line is just going straight across. It's practically going horizontal. And then I just got gray candles, so I'm just sitting out. All right, boom. All right, there we go. Okay, so we would have stayed out of all of this because it's gray, but we had 1, 2, 3 wins. We didn't get the best fills. We should have made 600 bucks, but that's okay. 590 bucks, 3 wins, 0 losses. Let's go. Let's go to the next day, which would be Wednesday the 4th. All right, so here we are, Wednesday the 4th. Again, we're not cherry picking. We're going to do every single day the exact same rules. We're going to put these indicators to the test, okay? So I love this right now. You have hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Market just opened. Prices below the blue line. Hot pink candles, your strongest downside data candle. And Maverick Trender is firing. And boom, you just got your first win. You just got your first win, which is beautiful. All right. Boom, second win. Love it. Let's go, let's go. All right, if you see pink, it will most likely sink. This is your strongest downside data candle right here. Boom, you just got another win, 600 bucks. We're 3 for 3 right here. Now remember, if we take one loss, that we're gonna get wiped out pretty dang good, okay? So boom, oh, sorry guys. Boy, this thing's sinking. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. Strongest downside data candle. Prices below the Maverick guide. Oh, see, we just got a loss. Let me pause it right here real quick. See, we just got a loss right here, okay? And look how it wiped us out because I'm using such a poor risk to reward. That one loss wiped out. We were at 800 bucks, I think, and now we're at 180 bucks, okay? So that's why you always want your risk to reward. You want to look for 3 times the reward to 1 time risk or something like that. But I just want to stack this thing against us and go, man, if these indicators screw up, I want it to hurt. You know what I mean? Just to prove my point on my confidence in these indicators. Now, in saying all that, if I was taking this trade, my stop loss honestly would be around this Maverick guide, and I would just be I would be in this whole flush down. We only got in and out for 10 ticks here. You should be up thousands at this point. You should be up thousands. I'm not saying not financial advice, do your own research. I'm not saying you will be, but what my point is that on a normal trading day, we would get in and we'd ride this sucker down. We wouldn't just take a little 10 ticks, 10 ticks, 10 ticks. Now, if you're a scalper, yes, but all right, let's see how it keeps going. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 wins, 1 loss. 4 wins, 1 loss. Boom, okay, so we're making the money back. We just won another one. That's a beautiful thing. And we have about 7 minutes left in trading time. 7 minutes left. Maverick Trender, you don't have it right now. We got to wait till that fires to take another trade. Price is below the Maverick guide, so we're looking for shorts here. Boom, there you go. All right, now we're at 580. Making back that money. We're making back that money. All right, so you got about 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Price is below the blue line. We like to go for shorts. Hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. But look how this is telling the story right now, okay? So boom. All right, that's it. Look how it's telling the story. Strong to the downside, hot pink candles. This is a huge move. 64 down to, you're paying your mortgage for 6 months with this move. I mean, this is like insane, this move. But look how it's telling the story. Hot pink candles. You went from gray, indecision candles, to red, your second strongest downside candle, to hot pink. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. You have a ton of down confidence arrows, by the way. And then now it's starting to reverse. And guess what? You're going from hot pink to red, your second strongest downside candle. And it's telling you the story of the data. It's telling you the story of, hey, things are bright green candle, strongest upside candle, to green, your second strongest upside candle, to gray, indecision, to or reversal, to red, your second strongest downside, to hot pink, your strongest downside. It's just, this is a heat map. Think of this like a heat map. It's unbelievable. All right, so we made 580 bucks. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins and 1 loss. Okay, and we came out green. All right, let's go to Thursday the 5th. All right, now we're on Thursday. Again, we're not cherry picking. We're doing the same rules every single day at market open this entire week. All right, so I got it at 10x, so we don't have to sit here for 20 minutes. It should only take about 2 minutes to get through the market open. And here we go. All right, so again, to go short, price needs to be below the blue line. Maverick trender needs to be pegged to the top, and we need the proper candle color, the proper data to the downside. All right, so boom, we just got our first win. It's beautiful, hot pink candle, love it. Strongest downside candle. You just got your second win, which, by the way, we'd be making way more, but we're only taking 10 ticks at a time here. Okay, Maverick trender is pegged to the top. You have a downtrend label. Price is below the blue line. By the way, the bears are in control. All right, bam, we just got, let me zoom in here. You just got a couple more wins here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. 970, let's go. Let's go. Oh, we're reversing. Look at this gray reversal candle. Holy smokes. Look at that. Now you just took it to the upside. Maverick trender, pegged to the top. Let me pause this real quick, guys. Maverick trender, pegged to the top. So you just flushed down. You took a bunch of good trades to the downside. And you lost your Maverick trender. Look at this reversal candle. Gray means indecision if it's going sideways, or if you have a nice push up or push down, that's a reversal candle. And it's telling you the story. You got pushed down, hottest downside candle, gray reversal candle, the strength is changing to the upside. You break above the blue line. Remember, we like to go short when we're below the blue line, long when we're above it. You start getting a green candle, which is to the upside, your second strongest upside candle. This thing's like plot. It's giving you all the answers to the test. It's unbelievable. So we just took a bunch of trades to the downside, made over $900, and now we just took a trade to the upside. And the reversal, by the way, look at this. Bears are in control, red background, green background, bulls are in control. This is how you have edge. This is clear vision on your charts. All right, we still have another 9 minutes to trade. So let's see what happens here. Now, one loss is going to take, some serious money off the board. Okay, so 1360. Look, we just took another upside trade. So how many times at market open were you taking it to one direction and it just flipped on you? Well, this is giving you all the answers to the test. Look at this, $1,500. Now we're taking trades to the upside because, let me pause it real quick, because our Maverick trender is pegged to the top. You have an uptrend label, you have green candles, and the bulls are in control, which isn't part of our formula, but it is when we trade, but I'm just showing you. And then price is above the blue line. Remember, when price is above the blue line, we like to go long. When price is below the blue line, we like to go short. Now price is above the blue line. All right, we still have about 4.5 minutes of trading here. Oh man, killing it today. Look at this. And look at all these up confidence arrows all the way from down here. I mean, and then you had the green background, and it doesn't get clearer than this. It just doesn't get clearer than this. Okay, now you're starting to get gray candles. We're sitting on our hands. Okay, you got about 1 minute left to trade. Gray candle, no data, we're just gonna sit on our hands and boom. Okay, now we're out. All right, 1750 on the day. You took a bunch of trades to the downside, then you took a bunch of trades to the upside, and you had the candle data to tell you which direction it was going, both ways, below the Maverick guide, above the Maverick guide, and your Maverick trender was firing here, and it was firing here, to the downside, to the upside. So awesome, so awesome. All right, so now let's go to Friday the 6th. Right, let's trade Friday. Now Fridays, you guys know, if you watch my videos, I pretty much only trade micros on Fridays. Fridays are like anything can happen, okay? So we're either gonna make a ton of money or we're gonna lose a ton of money. Fridays are just pretty wild. So, and again, you guys know I pretty much stick to only a few micros, especially if I'm trading like funded accounts and stuff. Fridays are just squirrely. I have some, I know some profitable, very, very profitable traders that they haven't traded a Friday in years. So let's see how this one goes. This will be pretty interesting. All right, market's about to open. Remember, to go short, price needs to be below the blue line. To go long, price needs to be above the blue line. To go short, we need red or hot pink candles, which is your strongest downside candle. To go long, we need bright green or regular green candles to go long. And we need our Maverick trender firing to the top. All right. All right, so let's watch this thing. We're going to be playing it in 10x speed so that we can, we don't have to sit here for 20 minutes. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we're opening up with some gray candles, so we know to kind of sit on our hands during gray candles. Let's just watch this thing. Let me pull this down like this, guys. There we go. All right, so now we got green candles to the upside, but we don't have our Maverick trender. Oh, you just had your Maverick trender fire. Okay, so we won our first one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Maverick Trender's just kind of boom. All right, so we're up 400 bucks. Love it. Right off the open, green candles, prices above the blue line. Maverick Trender firing to the top. Whoa, look at that bright green candle. Holy smokes. Bright green candle is your strongest upside candle. 600 bones. Let's go. Let's go on a Friday. Fridays are weird, so this is very interesting. Okay, so there you go. We just had our first loss. And again, I stacked the probability against our indicators. I have a huge stop loss that will just wipe out so much. So we were just up, what were we up, 600 bucks or something? And we just lost. And now we are down $70. So we are down, we just lost. So we had, so far we've had what? 1, 2, 3 wins. So we were up 600 bucks and we just took one loss and we gave back all 600 bucks and 70. So, which by the way, my stop loss, I got a bad stop loss there. I should have been just eat flat right now, but oh well. All right, so here we go. Wacky Fridays. Gotta love it. Got to love it. All right, so we're getting into another trade. Boom, 2 losses in a row. 2 losses in a row we just took. Okay, and because I was stacking the odds against us, I told you if we got a loss, we would get wiped out. If we got 2 losses in a row, we're really going to get wiped out. Stacking the odds against these indicators. All right, hopefully I don't get a third loss because we'll give back like a whole day's worth of profit. That huge day of 1,700 bucks, we'll have to give that back. Okay, so we're back to winning. Here we go. We just won back some of it. So that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. All right. We just won our second one in a row. So that's beautiful. Let's make this money back. Let's go. Fridays are just something else. Let me tell you. Fridays are crazy. All right. Boom. All right. Let's make this money back. Let's go. Let's end the day green. All right. So we had 1, 2, 3 wins, 2 losses. Now we've had 3 wins. Now we've had 4 wins in a row. Let's go. Oh, man, I'm out of time. Oh, man. So we were only going to 950. So I made it all back, minus 20 bucks. All right. So there we go. You got to love Fridays, right? You got to love Fridays. Unbelievable. All right, cool. Which, by the way, if we were manually trading this, if you would have gotten in right here when it broke above the Maverick guide, you waited till, you clear your, honestly, I probably would have gotten in right around here. Okay. I would have been in profit this whole time, but that's not the rules. The rules were we were stacking the odds against these indicators, and here's our result. Okay. All right. So let's do a quick recap. We were trading between 9:31 a.m. and 9:50, our most volatile time. We did a take profit and a stop loss. That is the dumbest thing ever. I would highly recommend no one ever trades with a 3x stop loss. You're just looking to give all your money away. It is not sustainable, but I wanted to stack the odds against these indicators. We were on a 2-minute Heikin-Ashi candle, and we only used 3 out of the 5 elements that we look for one of our trades. We talk about stacking probability. Go back, watch yesterday's video on the Maverick radar. So how did we do? Monday, we made over $1,000 bucks. We had 5 wins, 0 losses. So that was pretty amazing. Tuesday, we didn't do as good, but we had 0 losses. We had 3 wins and 0 losses. We made $590. I'll take $590. Let's go. Wednesday, we made $580, 6 wins, 1 loss. Remember that 1 loss wiped out so much of our profit because I'm stacking the odds against these indicators. Thursday, banger of a day, 1,750 day. We had 7 wins and 0 losses. Insane. What that day was just super cool. And then wacky Friday. Fridays are insane. I only trade micros on Fridays. So like I said, I know plenty of profitable traders that haven't traded a Friday in years. We had 2 losses, but we made it back. We made it back. We actually finished the day only down $20. Obviously, we'd be down probably, $40 or something because of commissions, but we were down $20. So grand total for the week using these really ridiculously stacked against us rules was $3,930. So almost $4,000 trading 19 minutes per day with some pretty odd rules stacked against us. So pretty awesome. So if you want clear vision on your charts, if you want to see what's actually happening underneath the hood, again, I say this all the time, but if you want the indicators that I wish I had when I first started, prices below the blue line. So we like to go short. Hot pink candles. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. This is your strongest downside candle. And when it retraces, you're like, I still got red candles. It's still a down data candle. So you don't get faked out here. You just keep going. And then the Maverick trender pegged to the top. By the way, I didn't even use the Maverick Multi-X, which is like trading with 5 other traders and getting their vote every single tick. I didn't use our Maverick signals indicator, which has been a banger this week on trading Tesla options. I mean, unbelievable. I didn't even use the bear bull indicator, which is letting you know who's in control, the bears or the bulls, and it's telling you in real time. It's just unbelievable. So we only use 3 elements and we had clear vision on our charts, and the results speak for themselves. So if you're looking for edge in the market, if you're looking for, again, the indicators I wish I had when I first started, whether you're trading futures, whether you're trading stocks, whether you're trading Forex, whether you're trading crypto, and again, whether you're trading on NinjaTrader or TradingView, we got you. We got you. All right. Come check us out. Again, not financial advice, do your own research. This was just a fun experiment. I wanted to show you how powerful these indicators are. There's no promise of anything, but just this was really, really fun. Come check us out, MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.